Hey, what's up guys, it's Luis21 and today I'll be reviewing the JDT Steel Bulk Carrier Group. These just came out about a week and a half ago around Hong Kong shops. Vanilla packaging, it says labeled P17, 2,490 Hong Kong dollars. M4gasblowback.com, check that out. These are made in Taiwan, by the way, not China. Here it is, full steel construction, steel gas key, steel carrier, aluminum loading nozzle with the golden coating. Here's my stock AGM bulk carrier with an element nozzle. So let's compare the two. First, let's compare the length of the two, tip to tip. JDT bulk carrier group on the right, it's like a millimeter longer than the AGM carrier, so it is Western arm's length. It's the JDT is wider on the right, but the hole is narrower than the AGM on the left, which has a wider hole. Another thing to note is that the AGM carrier on the left has thinner walls than the JDT on the right. The JDT has very thick walls, about a millimeter thicker, and steel, so that accounts for the weight. On the JDT, it seems to be pre-cut because the edges are very jagged, the surface is very flat, and you can see cut marks from the machining process. So the JDT carrier might have been Inokatsu length originally, which is real AR-15 length. So they cut it down to fit the Western Arm series. Let's see if you can get a shot of it in the light. You can see the ridges from the machining process. Very high quality finish. The gas key is removable, also very nice color. This is 2009 Inokatsu Design, so it has a side lock, the oval side lock plate, which is held in by a hex screw right there on the side. I love that design because it keeps the side lock plate in without any movement, and it keeps the loading nozzle in place. Another thing, when you first get your JDT bulk carrier group, the loading nozzle will be very stiff to move, and you definitely have to pull it hard and push it in with a lot of force to get it moving. That's because the O-ring is too big for inside the bulk carrier, so you have to shave down the O-ring with a sandpaper or a file, or you can sand the inside of the bulk carrier. Either way, you have to get it smooth. Mine, I've already done that, so it returns smoothly under its own spring strength. You definitely want that because the bulk carrier is very heavy. So imagine a heavy bulk carrier and a sticking O-ring. That'll be bad, very bad cycling. This bulk carrier is said to be around 325 grams, very heavy compared to a stock setup, which is around 205 grams to 210 grams. And if you guys are familiar with the RA Tech steel bulk carrier group, that one's around 240 grams, and that one still cycles good. So imagine a bulk carrier group that's 325 grams, very heavy, and the cycling is considerably slower on this one. You'll definitely see that. However, for $80 you get a hell of a bulk carrier. Very good finish, like I said, and since it's wider, the forward assist knob will definitely catch on to the ridges better because they're closer, and if it's more snug inside the AGM carrier, not snug as in it sticks, but it just takes up more room, but it still falls out under its own weight. So mine doesn't stick at all. I didn't have to do any filing for it to fit. It fits good. We'll put it into my AGM M4 and we'll get a little bit of firing going. I'll be using 5KU mags again for firing. One thing I gotta say is that my AGM mag is not able to move the JDT bulk carrier group. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the gas output that it's seating incorrectly, but I'll have to troubleshoot it and see what's up. Let's see, we'll start out with semi. Full auto. Semi again. I'll let it catch. There we go. There's a bulk carrier. The recoil is definitely heavier than using a stock setup. You definitely feel the kick. It's more like a punch in the shoulder. But since it's so damn heavy, green gas isn't enough pressure to make it kick a lot. So you get very slow cycling when using this carrier. Another bad thing about the bulk carrier group is that since it's so heavy, the gas efficiency with it sucks. So you'll get it uses up way more gas to push it back, and the recoil isn't as snappy as with the stock setup. When with the stock setup, it feels great. It's a very snappy, very fast kick, and with this one, it's more sluggish, and it's more of a like a thud in your shoulder. So it cycles fine though, so stay away from it if you want fast rate of fire, but it'll cycle fine with any setup. So here it is. We'll take it apart real quick. All you need for disassembly is an Allen wrench and a small jeweler's screwdriver. First, you want to start off by taking off the C-clip inside, the C-clip holding the loading nozzle. Take that out, and next you need to remove the side lock plate, which is held in by the hex screw. So the small little grub screw, we'll take that off. Once that's out, it just fell out, you can now remove the loading nozzle from the bulk carrier. Next, just to do a complete strip down of the bulk carrier, we'll remove the gas key. The gas key has 2 hex screws on the top. Once you unscrew them out enough, all you need to do is slide it off, and your bulk carrier is fully stripped down. There's the gas key. Like I said, this loading nozzle is the new 2009 Inokatsu design. It is way different from the standard Western Arms design. So back part number 2 is held in by threads. It screws in and out. It's not like the standard Western Arms design that is held in with 1 pin at the bottom, which is terrible in my opinion. That's why you get so many cracked nozzles and cracked part number 2s. This part, the back, the silver part is steel, it's confirmed, and it unscrews just like that. It has a lot of thread length, so you should never worry about part number 2 breaking or stripping, because it's so damn good. It's very beefy, has a lot of strength. Very good design. Screws in and out. Make sure to put some Loctite on it, because just with the little bit of firing I showed you right now, the threads came loose. So put a lot of Loctite, because it'll unscrew itself with extended firing. Here's a spring that holds the negative pressure system in place, and as you can see in there, we'll take out the part number 4. This regulates how much gas goes into the blowback, and here's a flute valve. It's a negative pressure system. Please